Hello buddy, my name is Dansaurus. It's currently 1:30 in the morning. I was recording this video already. I was a good maybe 20 minutes into the album and I was trying to fix my webcam and I turned my computer off and I lost all the footage. So I'm sorry if my reactions don't seem as genuine. I'm gonna go back through the entire other parts of these songs. Hopefully I catch more and hopefully I can understand more than I did the first time. Just so you guys are aware, my opinion will be other way. Right. I don't know how this works yet. Right there. That's my opinion right there. It'll be 1 through 10. So I will be giving an opinion through 1 to 10. 10 obviously being the best and 1 being the worst. Anything below a 5 will be a thumbs down. Which I don't think there'll be too many thumbs down on this album. But just in case. Anything above a 5 is a thumbs up. And anything that's a 5 is mid. It's mid. Meh. I wouldn't say I'm a fan or like a diehard fan. I have a lot of songs of his on my playlist. There you go. But I'm not a fan, you know. I'm looking forward to this album. I was already looking forward to it. But I wasn't like, I'm not gonna go buy his merch. I might go on this tour. First song is Hearts Were Meant to Fly. Okay, so this reminds me a lot of Modern Jam from Travis Scott on Utopia, and it's a really good opener, really solid opener because it works well. It's really just makes you hyped. It makes you feel like, oh damn, this album is gonna be fucking good. And from what I've heard from the other parts of the album, it delivers. Like this actually like flows well into what the other parts of the album is. This next song was fucking insane. I don't know if this next song came out as a single or what, but this next song is fucking insane. It's really good. Good morning, gang. My name is Dansaurus. For people who are new here, whenever I do these reaction videos, I typically I come in like here and there while I'm editing the video and give my 2 cents. So that's what I'm gonna be doing throughout the video. So you'll see me pop in here and there. I wanted to give more clarification on the song. Since I had already listened to it, I couldn't give you like an honest opinion mid, reaction, so I'm sorry about that. But this song was actually really good. It was a really good, phenomenal opener. I love this like more synthy. I love how the comparison I made to Modern Jam, because it feels a lot like Modern Jam, where it has this kind of crazy, almost like futuristic kind of vibe. You know how like Squidward in the Chrome City's like future? That's exactly how I felt when I listened to the song. It gives you that just amped up futuristic vibe, and I think it really works well as a good opener. And it really it gives you a good idea for how the first half of this album is gonna sound like. And it has this exact same sound for most of a good portion of the album too. And so that's why I think it's a good opener and it works well. And then the song afterwards delivers, I think it's called Lithonia. It delivers really well on this opener. So I think they connect together really well. And that's what you want to see from an opener, where it connects together well and it flows well. And I think it's exactly what this does. And so I don't remember what I gave it as a rating. You'll see right now. So with this song, I would give it a good 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 because it's not something I would put on my playlist. An 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Which would mean it's a thumbs up. Next song is going to be Lithonia. My favorite song so far. I feel liberated. I love the harmonies on the side of both phones. They panned it onto both sides and it sounds really good. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. That's just so good. That's phenomenal. He has such a beautiful voice. It's crazy. And then the guitars, the whole genre of this song is fucking beautiful. Like what they've done with the song is gorgeous. And I think it's. I don't want to say it now. I don't want to say it now. I don't want to make any promises.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny? Seriously.
This may be my favorite song of the album.
You're a fucking ugly little cunt.
He said it. It's a cool song. I like it. We're gonna move through. We're gonna keep moving through to the next song. Cause I haven't heard the next song yet. We're gonna move through. This song is a 9 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. Ooh, I want to give it a 10 out of 10. It's 10 out of 10, baby. This is a phenomenal song, gorgeous song, beautiful. I can't clap too loud, it's 2 in the morning. Next song is, where the fuck am I? Next song is Survive with Chloe. That sounds so much like Bruno Mars right there. I'm sorry, I'm eating popcorn. But that get high harmony kind of thing sounds so much like Bruno Mars. And hold on. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Hear this. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that that's just not the same song. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, so I wasn't commenting too much on that song. That was actually a really beautiful song. I was adding this little list over here so you guys can see my tier list and keep up to date with them. This is beautiful. I am a sucker. I'm in love with sax solos. Thank you. At least, if there was at least one sax solo, I would have been fulfilled. I love sax solo. I was thinking of like a 7 out of 10 initially, until that sax solo came in. Sax solo bumped up to an 8. 7 out of 10 because I don't think it's too interesting. It's a good song. It's probably gonna be on my playlist, but I didn't think it was anything crazy. It wasn't anything insane, and it was still a good song. So it's a 7 out of 10, which is still good. But it's just more like the mid of the high tier. You get me? It's alright. So that's what I felt about it at first, but that sax solo kind of bumps up to a good 8, so it's a bit above alright. It's nothing crazy still, but it's a good produced song, therefore it's good in my eyes. And I still like the harmonies and the whole gist of what he was doing. Still pretty good in my opinion. Still pretty good in my opinion. So yes, I would give it an 8. That's a thumbs up from me right there. There we go. And then the next song is Steps Beach. One thing I love about Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, is his falsetto. It's fucking gorgeous, dude, and he knows it so perfectly. It's similar to how The Weeknd, I don't think The Weeknd sings in falsetto too often. I think that's just his voice is naturally high pitched, and if you hear Donald Glover, his voice isn't like high pitched. If you compare The Weeknd to Donald Glover in interviews, you can hear a big difference in their voice because the Weeknd has this higher pitch, more softer tone, and Donald Glover just has regular ass dude tone. That's why I can appreciate his falsetto a little bit more. I'm not saying The Weeknd isn't a bad singer or anything, but this man has a beautiful fucking voice and a normal ass voice at the same time. This man will be like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" But like he sings like a fucking goddess. Like, who the fuck are you? Did y'all fucking hear that shit? What the hell? What the fuck, dude? That was really good. Hold on. I can't clap too loud. It's 3 in the morning. That was good, but it wasn't crazy.
Do you honestly think you're fucking funny?
Chill. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest. It was good vocally. Production-wise, it was pretty boring. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just my personal opinion. A 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because the vocals carry. The vocals carry absolutely. There is no debate on Childish Gambino being an amazing singer. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What do you think you are saying Donald Glover is not a good singer? Get the fuck out of here, man. That was beautiful. His vocals were beautiful. Production, I'm gonna be honest, nothing crazy with production, which is why I think he did his vocals so over the top. You feel me? Not over the top, but like lots of harmonies, lots of extra stuff, because the production was meant to be pretty small. I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics. I don't really pay attention to the lyrics too much in sing-songs. I just like being absorbed by the music, and that's something that this song really does well. Because you do get absorbed with the music, you do feel it. You know what I'm saying? Even if the instrumental is really slow and boring like how this was, it was beautiful in the sense that you were absorbed by his vocals and you were surrounded by his world that he's creating for you. Good song. But don't know if I'd rate it on tier with the other songs we've heard. Next song is gonna be Talk My Shit with Amaray and Flo Milli.
A-Town, do it, don't stop. You was so rich. You niggas missed the bank by a quarter inch. I'm hopping out the coupe with my titties out. Do they have a sauna? Is all I care about. When we met at first, she acting quiet. Love what she saying and shit.
That was nasty. That was nasty. Sometimes I forget Childish Gambino can rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Hey, beat me down. Beat me with a fucking stick. I'm sorry. There's compared to the last song, maybe that's why that song was in there. You get me? Because you get down to this kind of low energy song to kind of balance it out, because you've had two highs, two good songs, and you have a more lower energy, kind of just chiller vibe, and you have this shit. You pop out the coupe with your titties out. What the fuck? When he says quiet and it just cuts out.
They hate when I'm breathing. I want all the smoke. She said, baby, what's a yeah? I said,
I love all my ops. The bitch that see me whipping chickens almost called the cops. I feel like Gucci Mane, I might just throw up shit in my sleep, they snoozing. If you broke hoe, you got the cootie. All my friends dead like Uzi. 2 chains on me, I'm different. I can fuck up a check and go missing. When I walk in, opposite. Keep a nigga in a chokehold.
What the fuck did I just listen to? It's too goddamn late to be fucking head bobbing like this. What the fuck? Mr. Gambino, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck was that? If my car wasn't dog shit, I'd be blasting that shit right now. What the fuck, dude? Instrumental was phenomenal. Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Delivered? What the fuck? Delivered? He was crazy on that bitch. Before I go into the bad things, I'm gonna prevent myself from getting cancelled, okay? I like female. Oh no. Female features usually go hard. But of the feature, the first feature actually did pretty good. I was pretty bopping to the first feature. I don't know who she was. Amaray? I'm not really too familiar with her. I'm gonna be real with you. She was pretty good. She was pretty chill. I thought it was pretty cool. But Flo Milli, I think, who came on at the end of the song, I think she got robbed. There was so many parts, and I'll play them too in like the live reaction to the song. There was so many parts where she deserved the beat coming back in. She did her whole thing pretty much a cappella, where it was just like her voice alone. Which, like, I don't know if that was the smartest choice. There was so many times where she was going crazy. Don't get me wrong, she was going insane. But the instrumental needed to be there to support her. And because it came in after her verse, I felt her verse was kind of weak. But it doesn't mean it was bad. She had a good feature. But it would have been much, much better if it actually had the support of the track, the instrumental. Would have been a 9. I think it's a 8 for sure. 100% an 8. Unfortunately, an 8. But that's still a thumbs up from me. Been giving him pretty relatively high rating so far. I've been liking every single song. I think every single song is pretty good. The lowest rating so far is from the last track, and I think that was still a pretty good track regardless. Anyways, next song has got to be
I be messed up every weekend.
What the fuck?
I told y'all niggas, y'all thought I was playing, but Gambino's back in this motherfucker. None of y'all safe. Someone's on the motherfucking base up. Niggas on your homeboy face up.
I just lost maybe like fucking 2 years of my hairline just fucking head bobbing to that shit. My hairline's already struggling as it is, dog. This is like the first track where I'm scared to give my like honest opinion, because like I know that the fans are gonna love this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a track where I know people are gonna like this. It's personally not my genre. Now let me say that first. This isn't something that I would personally listen to. It's just not for me, right? But objectively speaking, this is phenomenal. Objectively speaking, this is really good. This would be like a 9, maybe 10 out of 10. Personally, since that's my own personal list and what I personally think of it too, I don't think it's a 9 out of 10. Maybe an 8 out of 10. Yeah, like a good 8 out of 10. But it's not something that I would go out to listen to, because it's just not personally for me. But this is a good song for an album too. I love that part where it's like, Gambino's back again, or saying he's gonna kill this shit and turn the bass up, such like that. The fuck out of here, man. What the fuck? That was crazy. I got a 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is still a good score. I haven't really given anything a mid score yet, or anything, you know, lower, which I wasn't really expecting to. This is a Gambino album. I love the song, so I wasn't really expecting to give it anything lower than a 6 maybe. Next song is called Real Love. Well, it's getting late.
I'm loving you every day up until the end. It's what you can count on. I wanna be everything. It's clear that you're ever loving. Yes, you have the real love.
That was good. Let me digest this for a second. I think that's, dare I say, probably one of my favorite songs so far. Shoot me, I know. I'm sorry. I think that's one of my favorite songs so far, just because it's actually just an enjoyable song to listen to. It's fun, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a very common trend in this album, that everything is just good to listen to. Like, that's why I've been rating it so high. I think it's just, everything is just fun. I like it. But this song is like, I feel like it knows it's supposed to be a corny love song, and that's why it has the sound it does, which makes it fun and enjoyable to listen to. I guess you could say it's self-aware, and that, like, you know, it's like the instrumental and everything he's doing with his voice and everything in general is supposed to sound kind of corny and in love, because that's what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be real love, I guess you could say. So I can kind of see why, you know, it sounds like that, which I actually do like. I think it's really enjoyable, and I actually had a really fun time listening to this. It was a good time. I don't want to rate it too high, because I've been kind of critical on some of the other songs, and rating this thing kind of high would be kind of like a shot, like a slap in the face. But it's my tier list, and you can just put your own. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the production. Everything about it is pretty commercial. It's pretty standard. It's nothing crazy, right? So I can't rate it too high. I'm gonna give it like an 8. I think that's fair, because I like it. I personally enjoy it, but I can see why people don't like it, because it's kind of just too commercial, too trying to be catchy, too trying to be corny, which is not a bad thing. I think it's what's supposed to be trying to do, which I think why I personally like it. But going away from my opinion, objectively, it might not be everybody's favorite, so I'm gonna give it a good 8. Next song is gonna be called In the Night, featuring Georgia Smith and Amare.
I torture for you, just 'cause you're sweet don't make you look.
I just wanna be with you. I know you drag me down, but of you doesn't matter what I do. I just wanna be with you. I know you drag me down, but you know I know that. Okay. You know it's just different, that's what they all say. But you know you got to see me on my off day.
In the night, I dream of you.
That outro was an 8. That beginning was a 6, and the middle half, more of like the feature verses and stuff, was like a 7. I like this song though. The production's phenomenal. A lot of the vocals are really good. It's a catchy pop song, pretty much. I might give it an 8. It's not really a 9. It's nothing too crazy, but it's a good 8. It's a good 8, right? Not crazy for that. Please let me know in the comment section down below. I really hope I'm not too wild for an 8 out of 10 on this one. Maybe I'm wrong. Production wise, vocally, it's a good song. It's nothing too crazy. That's why I'm kind of iffy on it. It's like it's nothing that surprises me, but I like it too. You get me? Like, it's a weird feeling where I like the song, but I know it's not like wild. And so far, all the other songs have been impressive to the point where they warrant an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, even a 10 out of 10. But anyways, right now it's a thumbs up. It's gonna be a thumbs up anyway, so I don't really know why I have the thumbs down at mid, because it's not gonna happen on this album. But just in case it might. Next song is called Yoshinoa.
Mirror, I see what I like. It is what it is. I'm right when I'm right. Fuck with my kids, you fuck with your life. You fucking these hoes, I'm fucking my wife.
Ooh, fuck with my kids, you fuck with your life. You fucking these hoes, I'm fucking my wife. I like it when rappers, I love it more when they flex about marital things. Is that a really proper word? Marital? Merit? Right? Maybe. I'm not sure. But like things that are actual impressive things. Like, sure, you have a lot of money. Sure, you have bitches and hoes. But what about a wife? What about a family? What about finding yourself, right? That's like actual achievements that I think should be recognized more in the industry. Cause sure, you can have hella fucking money. Sure, you can have hella hoes. But do you have yourself? Dansaurus with the philosophical comments. Do you have yourself? Think about it. Because you could have all this success, everything you've ever wanted, but you're lonely. But all you don't have a family. You don't have a wife or children. You have hoes. What do hoes are? What are hoes for? You know what they always say? Never spend your diamonds on a hoe.
You know it, super on yarn from Yosh, you know it, Stone Mountain Breed and the Castle Court. This is my life, I must enjoy it. This is a code red for old heads who never like my short shorts and pro kids. Peace, checks off, death, murder, and pain leave you empty. I curse you with that knowledge, put their hands on a bitch, nigga, eat a dick and doggy bag the balls.
I hate doing ratings because I know you guys are gonna shit talk me for him, right? Maybe those who aren't Childish Gambino fans or who just tuning in, right? Or maybe those who are Childish Gambino fans, all of these are gonna be 10 out of 10s, right? And that's why it's terrifying. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. Let me explain why. What I loved about the previous track, let me get the name of it. It was with the two other people, with Amaray and Flo Miller, Talk My Shit. I loved that gritty, more darker rap that he was doing. It had this dark atmosphere, it had this grittier atmosphere, and it just had a different vibe to the whole album. And it sounded good. It was nasty. This is exactly that, but minus the problems that I had with the verses from the features. I can remember that the problems I had with the features was that it just didn't flow well with the beat, and it sounded a bit shaky. This doesn't have that. It's a completely solo track with him only. And that's why I think this is a 10 out of 10. Because anything that was an issue with the other track is gone completely. Sure, you can have complaints. This isn't the craziest production. It's a pretty cool production. I love how he switched up the beat mid-half and he got into this more even darker and grittier style in the second half. But it's still... you can't really say this is anything lower than an 8, maybe. Personally, just because I had those issues with the 9 out of 10 song, I feel this has to be a 10 out of 10 because it's just one ups the 9 out of 10 song, Talk My Shit. It just kind of one ups it, it does it better. So I feel it has to be a 10 out of 10. I can see anybody who argues that this is a 9 or 8. I can see you. I can understand you. I can see you. Maybe some people who just don't like the rapper, more hip hop based songs that this is. I can see why you would say this is a 7 out of 10. To me, this is a 10 out of 10. Because it completely just works. The Talk My Shit was a foundation. Talk My Shit walked so this could run, pretty much. And it sprinted. It fucking gallops like Usain Bolt. I didn't even. I was literally thinking in my head, this has an Okra feel. Tyler the Creator. And then bro name dropped him. What the hell? That's a thumbs up, fucking 5 times, dude. Look at, just keep pressing, keep going. Phenomenal song. I think that was good. That was phenomenal. The next song is Can You Feel Me featuring Legend.
Okay, I feel alive, they call it self-hate. Heaven on earth, I don't have to wait. They made it show, I'll always be here. Harvest the love, you grow me each year.
Without your love, it wouldn't be here. It was around when I needed you most.
He come for me, not the nanny. You just a stranger.
You can't give nobody candy. You fell off, you need a band-aid. I have more fun on my playdates.
You are gonna hate me for this. I know that these videos typically go out to the target audience, which is the people who listen to Gambino. I want to clarify, I'm not the biggest fan of Gambino. So for some people, this might be like crazy. You know, he featured his kid on a song. To me, just the average Joe listening to music, right? It's gonna be a diabolical rating. Positives. I'll get the positives out of the way. I like that he featured his kid. That's cool, you know? I think that's respectable. You can always respect when somebody talks about their family in a positive way. And, you know, and features their kid. It's a good dad-son bonding experience. And it just, you know, it's really beautiful to have moments like that in music. You know, and I like that. You know, I just like that. It's beautiful. And I really think that's, you know, I like it when Drake features Adonis, even though Adonis' verse was dog shit. I like it when Kanye featured, whatever her fucking name is, Northwest, right? I think that's her name is. That's a weird name. I just thought about the Northwest. I like it when Travis Scott featured, Spicy? No, not Spicy. I don't remember her name. Whatever her name was. I like when she featured her name too. But I have to say, Travis, Kanye, and even Drake all did it better. I didn't like this song. This is gonna be the lowest rated song on the entire album, for sure. And I'll tell you why. I think the production was extremely negative on this. The instrumental was already kind of boring, but the alphabet countdown in the background of the song was really obnoxious to me. And it was kind of annoying. Like, I didn't really even care that, like, you know, Gambino's child was on this. If it was over a trap beat, that would have been insane. Imagine that. Can you feel it with me? Can you feel it with me? Hey, feel it with me type shit. You feel what I'm saying? But all I'm hearing the entire time is A, B, C, D. Like, it's just like, I can see why, because it's this kid, right? So with the alphabet. But it was just one of those things where it's like, are you trying to tell something, or are you trying to make a song that's listenable? And this just isn't that listenable. And I can guarantee most people who listen to the song who are Gambino fans probably won't be listening to this again. The broad assumption, I'm sure this will have people listen to it again. It's been 3 days since the album came out, so maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Either way, I'm gonna give my honest rating again. I'm scared to say it. I'm scared to say it. A 5 out of 10. Look, guys, I couldn't do the whole video without it boring. I couldn't do the whole video without it. Anyways, next song is called No Excuses. It's the 11th song. We're actually almost halfway done with. We're over halfway done with the album now. Y'all gonna hate me for this one too. I'm gonna just say that now. I'm just gonna get it over with. I think this may be like a 6 out of 10. I like that we're in the Jungle Book. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like that this song makes you feel like you're in a fucking jungle, which is like the cover of the album. So I can see that. I like that. I like the instrumental break. That was pretty beautiful. That's about it. I'm not gonna lie. This song was really fucking boring. It was a long song. It was a 7-minute song. And usually with 7-minute songs, I have a TikTok brain, but I don't have it that bad. I can sit through a 7-minute song normally if it's interesting. You needed like 2 more instrumental breaks to make it interesting enough to me, dog. I'm sorry. Gambino fans, I love you guys. Please subscribe and give me your money. But this Jungle Book song just isn't cutting it for me. I'm sorry. I can tell he's trying to put you in immersive world into this whole setting. That's why you hear the cicadas and you hear all this and everything. It's supposed to immerse you and kind of make you feel like you're in this jungle environment. Cool. I am never hearing this again. Look, you can give me your opinion in the comment section down below. I am not a fan of this song. I'm sorry. It just bored me the hell out. 7 minutes is crazy for a song that's not too complex. It's nothing too crazy. Very, very, very light thumbs up. Almost a boring, but it's a good thumbs up regardless by 1 point. So we'll keep it there. Alright, next song is called Cruising featuring Yeet. Hopefully this wakes me up again. Ooh.
Walking through the belly of the beast, city all night. Babies walking through the belly of the beast, city all night. Cause the dreaming is all God. Beat it up. Nobody cares.
That was a different song. I was completely expecting something else with Yeet involved. I feel we're getting a lot more involved into the general story. I think the first half was just kind of good songs. And now we're kind of getting into more of the story, which is why the songs I feel aren't as impressive. Is that the right word to use? As the beginning? Because this kind of involves more of the story. We're getting more of this kind of jungle vibe. We're in the jungle. And the kid is having to jump over something. Not really sure what, but we're in the jungle now. And so I can kind of see that maybe like the first half is this, you know, like braggadocious, kind of like I'm back, bitch kind of vibe. And the second half is more about the story. And I'm not really sure what the story is. I know we're in the jungle. It beats me while we're in the jungle, but maybe like a 7 out of 10? No, like an 8 out of 10. I think the instrumental really saves it. The instrumental does a really good job. Otherwise, I think this track would be pretty low. But the small instrumental breaks that we got were actually really, really good. And made me actually interested into the song. It kept me interested for the full 4 minutes. Otherwise, I think I would have fallen asleep. It's currently 3 in the morning. I'm gonna drop it down to a 7. I'm sorry. The more I keep talking about it, the more I want to drop it down even lower. It's a good song. It's just, look, you can't have all 8s, 9s out in one album. I'm gonna be honest with you. So it's a good song. We got 5, 6, 7. Maybe the next song will be an 8. Anyways, the next song is called "We Are God." The 13th song of the album. We're almost done. I think I was right. This latter half of the album does seem to be more story related, and we're in the jungle. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics. I didn't have the lyrics brought up, so I don't know really why we're in the jungle. Maybe some of you guys can explain that to me in the comment section. Why are we in the jungle? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure why. Explain to me, please. Help me. Okay, so I'm sorry if my reaction to that song wasn't anything crazy. I was actually like researching the album mid-reaction. so I was trying to like get a better understanding of what I'm listening to. Obviously the album just came out, so like there's not too much I can see based on the songs, so I don't really see too many explanations on based like the lyrics and stuff. The song we just heard, We Are God, people are suggesting, again this is not like confirmed because the album just came out, that this is related to his upbringing. He was born in apparently like a really religious household, and that this is him kind of finding a middle ground in his religious life and his personal life, which I think is a pretty beautiful thing. I also found out that this is also supposed to be a soundtrack. This whole album is supposed to be a soundtrack to his new film, which is by the same title, which is cool. It probably explains why there's this jungle sound to it. I'm gonna guess the movie has something to do with jungle. Big guess. But that probably explains why. So now I know why we're in the jungle. It's because it's probably a movie, and that movie's probably gonna explain more on it. So, okay, I'm sorry. Next song is gonna be Running Around with Fushi.
I don't care anymore, no. And you used to call me a runaway. Oh yeah. Never seems to be any other way. Running around, running. It's a person away. Gotta let those nose hang. But I'm caught there up that way. I don't give a fuck how to bleach my back, big push, but the next day. I bet me got to Friday. It's a motherfucking weekend. Oh yeah. Never seems to be any other way. Running around.
And those last 4 tracks were really draining me out, but that was a really refreshing track. I can go on until 6 a.m. now if I want to. I'm not going to, that's gonna eat up all my storage. But if I want to, I could. That was good. I love me some pop punk. That's a very pop punk song. That's good. I'm gonna give this a good 8. Yeah, I think 8's fair. I don't think it's anything crazy. Again, like I'm gonna be honest with you, it's nothing too insane. It was a good refresher. Yeah, it was a good refresher to everything else, and I'm thankful that we had this. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 9. Big. Because I actually did enjoy this. I had fun. It was a refresher. It's a really good kind of like way to just get me out of those past 4 tracks that are just story based and whatever the hell we just went through. The Jungle Book, pretty much. It's a good way to get me out of that and get me refreshed and back into the mood to listen to more music. I'm happy now. I'm good. I'm thumbs up. Keep it coming. Thank God that just came. What? Okay, next song is called Dadvocate. Oh.
Why you gotta be like that? No, I'm smoking in the morning, cause I'm growing fat tonight. If I'm laying on the couch, you a baddie in your outfit. Using all the Wi-Fi, eating all the hot chip. Growing fat tonight. If I told you I was stronger than I looked, then I'd be lying.
I like that. That was cool. That was actually really cool. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. I'm Texan, right? So of course my dad likes country. This is exactly like if my dad and I were like in a truck together and he started turning on the radio and play the song. This is exactly what I would hear. This sounds like some Tennessee type shit, like some old down south type shit. I ain't even fucking hillbilly. I'm Mexican as hell, but this is exactly what I would hear from my dad. Good grades. This is like knee slapper. This is like some knee slapper type shit. He was talking about being a dad, talking about being vulnerable, and about his wife, I believe, as well. And that's, you can't blame a man for just talking about their family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's admirable, and being vulnerable too. And I believe the chorus says here, you know, if I told you I was stronger than I looked, then I'd be lying and shit. Like that's just how men are. That's how dads are too. Dads are always have to be faking their emotions. You know what I'm saying? To kind of be strong because they have to be strong. And I think that's beautiful. It's a really beautiful lyric, and so I think this is a really beautiful song. I think this is actually really good. people might argue with me against that because it's a very different song, and I understand. But I actually like it. I can see why he made it. I can see the reasoning behind it. I think it was actually a really cool song. Don't hate the player, hate the game. It's a good 7 out of 10. No, 8 out. No, I'll keep it at a 7 out of 10. No, I'll keep it at an 8 out of 10. I'm sorry, I'm really indecisive. I'll keep it at an 8 out of 7.5. No, 8 out of 10. Next song, the second to last song, is Happiest Survival with Kruangbin. I hope I pronounced that right. Back in the jungle, baby. Welcome to Squidward's Tiki Land. Welcome to Squidward's Tiki Land. Wow, I think that song was mainly for the movie. Maybe I'll see it in the movie. I don't know if I'll go see the movie if I watch the movie or not. I don't know if it's in theaters or not. But that was cool. Don't really care about it. I mean, it was just jungle. I'm gonna put that back at a 5 out of 10. I'm never playing that again. It wasn't as excruciating as the other song with his kid, with the A, B, C, D, fucking pacer test head ass. But I mean, no, I'll give that a 6 out of 10. I don't really care. It was cool. I just don't really care. I mean, that's no. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. I don't care. I appreciate the storytelling. I appreciate bringing me to the jungle. I have a TikTok brain. I'm not gonna listen to jungle instrumentals. I would rather just listen to Welcome to Squidward's Tiki Land. The last song is A Place Where Love Goes. Hopefully it's not Squidward's Tiki Land.
If you see me spinning, I'm alright. I've been chasing, living my whole life. It is coming, feel it in the night. Every day you know I had to fight.
I had to try to survive, but it is alright now. We found a plan.
It just made sense to me right there with that lyric. This jungle is like a metaphor. The jungle is his house, pretty much. I'll refer to it like that. Because it's this place where he can go where he'll be isolated. A jungle is fucking middle of nowhere. With his family by himself. He's had to cut through this jungle, cut through all the obstacles in life to survive. To keep going forward. He's cut through all these leaves, all this vegetation and shit. But he's surviving and he's moving forward. And he's here isolated with his family, with the ones he loves. A place where love goes. A place where love is, the jungle. He's in this jungle where with his family, the people who he loves, where love goes. I'm not a dissector, man. I am not like a lyrical person. That's just not me. I'm not crazy like that. If that's the third Ernest's kind of job. Not me. I'm just here to vibe. But I think I might have understood it. What I was gonna say after the song finished is that I think what really hurt this album was the jungle tracks. If this concept was explained a little bit more, now maybe it was, I wasn't paying attention too much to the lyrics, I'm not gonna be real with you, then maybe I think it would have hit better for me initially. Like if I understood that this jungle is where his family is, that the isolation is his house and all this kind of stuff, then maybe I would have liked the jungle tracks a little bit more. But I think because I didn't know that, that's why I didn't like them. I'm not gonna raise the score on them because I feel the way I do because I feel the way I do, right? But I think I understand them more. Would I personally have those jungle tracks on this album? Like if it was my album? No, because I think it hurts the listener experience. And I think I would have made songs that kind of portray this concept better. I understand this is a soundtrack, which again, it was what I'm saying. I think that the fact that this is a soundtrack hurts the album and makes it not as enjoyable as it should have been. But I can see the concept now. I can see the reasoning behind everything. Personally, I wouldn't have made this a soundtrack. I wouldn't have those jungle tracks on here. I would have made everything sound a bit more cohesive. If I wanted a jungle track, I would have made it an interlude or something. so where it kind of makes sense better. That's my personal opinion. I'm a nobody. I'm not Childish Gambino, right? I have 100 subscribers on YouTube. Who the fuck cares about my opinion, right? That's what I would personally do. I like that. I like how it just no beautiful crazy instrumental outro. It's just gone. And that's how his career as Childish Gambino ends, just gone. That's cool. Because you have to remember, this is his final album. That was it. This is the last song we'll ever get from him. I think that was a beautiful, good way to just end your career. Like that. That's the last song. Last song of his career. That's phenomenal. That's beautiful. I'm gonna give this song a good 9 out of 10 just because it's a good last final track. The reason why I'm giving it so early and without even yapping about it first is because I want to talk about the entire album in general and just like the song in general. I love everything about the song. I think it's a really beautiful song and it really actually touches on what the album is about. That's why I like this song. It gives me my fault. It gives me like an idea of what I'm actually listening to, which I think I should have been given a long time ago. And maybe it wasn't as clear. But this finally gives me that kind of idea of what I'm actually listening to. Thank you. I wanted to know why I'm in the jungle. Now I know why. I think the fact that this is a soundtrack for a movie kind of hurt it. I kind of wish that this general jungle theme was kind of clarified and more prevalent throughout the album. The earlier bits of the album didn't have any jungle theme at all. From what I felt, it didn't feel like that at all. It felt like a regular Childish Gambino album. And then we kind of got introduced in this jungle theme mid-album and kind of shoved it into our faces and kind of was like, yeah, this is the concept. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed it. But to me, that's what it felt like. Yeah, so I don't like this as much as Camp. Nor because the internet. Or Kawaii? I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. That's Kawaii. Awaken My Love. Nope. Adivista. I didn't like Adivista too much, so maybe this is a bit above Adivista. But yeah, this is probably one of my least favorite albums from Childish Gambino. Just because I don't understand it too much. And maybe that's the fault of me. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys think. Because maybe this is my fault. Maybe I'm just not involved in the Gambino lore enough. Or maybe I'm just wasn't paying attention. Or maybe you guys have the same issues as I did. Or I just don't feel like the album works too well with this concept. Overall score, it's an 8 out of 10. I think it's good. I think it's a really fun listen to. I enjoyed majority of the album. I enjoyed listening to all of the album, but I will physically I loved over half the album. So I think it's a good album, but it's not the best Gambino album. But that's just my opinion. You guys can give your own opinion in the comment section down below. My name is Dansaurus. I hope you guys did enjoy this reaction to this album. Again, the overall score is 8 out of 10. I'll be doing more reactions, so let me know if you guys want to see me react to any more music in the comment section again. Go ahead and give me a little subscribe. I want to hit 200 by August. Hopefully. I know we're a little bit off, but maybe August, but maybe September. We'll see. We're growing pretty rapidly. We're growing pretty good. So yeah, if you want to go watch these, I'm going to start doing these on Twitch soon. So if you want to go watch them on Twitch, go follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/Dansaurus And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to bed. Good night.